Okay, so I created the position number, right? This is what we're trying to do, and we also put in a name. So it ran choose position. It said player, and we know that the string player is the player name, as you can see, and that's why I made it into player one, player name, because it could easily just go boom, hey player name, player one, please choose a location on the board one, and then it spits out this number, and then one of the positions. And now what we're doing is we're going to run the test. So we're going to call in game.test position choice. Man, my English. All right, so test position choice. So now what we're going to do is we're going to see, hey, you know what? Let's see if this number, or we're throwing in a number, the position number, into this one of the parameters. And it's going to see if it's true or false. So if the post number or the position number, right, is greater than 9, or the position number is less than 1, then you're going to return a invalid entry, and then you're going to return a false. However, if it does meet the requirements that it's not one of those, it doesn't go beyond those parameters, then it's going to return true. So that's what I'm pretty much spitting out. So I'm spitting out the number to see if it's meeting those requirements, and then it's going to give me a Boolean whether to see if it's true or false. As we can see, the test position, I made it here, instantiated. Hopefully I'm using that word correctly. I pretty much created a Boolean here, and then I'm throwing that whether if it's true or false. So if it's now over here, I'm testing to see if the position has been taken. So we're looking at the test position, and we're also what I could have done is I created two tests, and this was my bad, because I could have just created one test and gone through the whole thing. However, it's my mind got a little foggy. So then I also ran another test. So test taken. So first I ran to see if it's within the parameters, if it's inside the board. These numbers are inside the board. Now I'm testing to see if, hey, you know what, is this position, is there an X or an O already inside this square? And so in this one I think is going to be a beastie one. So move to position is, oh, it's not, oh yeah, it is kind of beastie. So what I did on this one was, okay, let's get ready to explain this one. So the position number. All right, we're checking to see if there's going to be something in there. And then the string player. So we're testing, or we're seeing if there's going to be an X or an O, or we're going to replace the X or the O inside that position. And then we're also going to put in the string player name, because I kind of want to be like, hey, sorry, this is going to be either sorry, player name, that slot is taken. So right here in every single one of these, and this is going to be the same code, so don't get intimidated. I just pretty much just copied and pasted all of this, right? It's just the exact same thing, but I'm just testing each single square. So I'm pretty much telling, all right, so if the board game, right, so this is column 1, row 1, or row 1, column 1. If it equals X, if it does not equal X right here, because it's not, right, false, and if it does not equal 0, then we could put in an X into that position, and then we want to display the board again, and then return true. That's pretty much it. So, and it's each square. Okay, if this, and then okay, if the position number is 2, if the person entered the number 2 inside, then okay, let's see if row 1, column 2, if it does not equal an X, right? Because if it's false, and if it does not equal an O, then you could put in here position X or O, depending on who the player is. And then we'll display the board and then return, right? And so I know I could have easily just created a method for this as well, because if you're repeating yourself, then you could easily just call a method to not repeat yourself. But I'm pretty much doing the exact same thing through each square. Now, if it's false, here, it's pretty much going to say, hey, sorry, player name. That's why I put the player name here. Sorry, player 1 or player 2. That slot is taken. And then it's going to go back up. So as you can see here, if it's false, it's going to pretty much going to throw in a false value, like boom, or it's going to break out of this if or else if else whatever, and it's going to display the board. It's not going to make any changes, and it's going to return false. So let's go ahead and do that. So F10, or sorry, it's IntelliJ. So let's pick O this time. All right, player 1, please choose a location. Let's pick 5, right? All right, 5. And so as we can see, we have choose location. There was no X or O into that position, and so it was running through these tests. So and if the test position was not true, then it would redo this whole loop, boom, or redo this while loop because it's inside this while loop, and say it would first display the error, and then it will have you try to choose a position again and call the method choose position. Please choose a location from 1 to 9. There you go. Awesome. So now let's put in O. Let's try to put 5. And it runs the whole test. And it says, sorry, player 2, that slot is taken. And so as you can see the number 5 here, if the position number is 5 and if it equals X, and so if it does not equal X and if it does not equal O, then you could do it. But see, the thing is, it did not meet those requirements. So else sorry player name, which is player 2, right here, that slot is taken. And now what it does is breaks out of this loop, returns false, and tells you to go back up here. So if it fails, if this position is not true, then it skips over this whole thing, and then it goes back up. And let me correct, because this should not be counting. Anyways, whatever. Oh, it actually never goes down here, so it never counts unless it's no. So if this fails, then you have to go back up here. Else, if this fails, you have to go back up here. So if that position is not within the parameters, sorry, yeah, you have entered invalid entry. Go back up here and choose the position again. Else, if hey, you know what, that position is taken already, you have to go back up here. But and else, this is like the last catch-all is, you know what, if it meets those 2 tests, then you want to test to see if the person is a winner. And if it, and then it displays it and it exits. So I'll go ahead and explain that in the next video.